Good morning, students. Manoj Kumar, teacher, Middle School, Shahpura. Taking our lesson to the conclusion, we are studying that civilizing the native. Civilizing the natives is the lesson which is under progress, and I want to tell you we have discussed many aspects of Indian education. How Indian education was transformed from Oriental to Western. What were the forces, what were the opinions, what were the circumstances under which Indian education system, the classical education system or the traditional education system of Indians was replaced by the English, was replaced by the Britishers to the Western education system as we are studying it today. The education system which is prevailing in India, its foundation was laid by the Britishers since 1834, because they thought Indians were, as per them, Indians were uncivilized and they wanted to civilize Indians. For that, many recommendations were made from time to time, many commissions were appointed. The important commissions were Macaulay's Minutes, Charles Wood's Dispatch. Now I have also given you the view of the Indian authors like Indian educationist authors like Dr. Aurobindo Ghosh, Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, Mahatma Gandhi, and one more educationist what India have produced, is Dr. Aurobindo Ghosh. He too was of opinion that the aim of the education was the spiritual awakening of people. So, but the English introduced a system of education which its foundation, its aim was to create just babus to meet their requirement, administrative requirement. Now today I want to tell you about a person who was English in blood and color, but what were his views regarding the education? And most of his views they are based on the psychology, and still they have been included in our system what we study today. As you know, we study Roman culture, we study literature from the Roman, we study Greek. Why we study Greek? Why not Indian? Why we study Greek? There is a system who introduced it. Who was the man who suggested that Indians should be taught Greek and Roman classical literature? Greek and Roman classical literature. That the man was Thomas Arnold. He was an educationist, and he started a private school and became the headmaster. As you know, headmaster is very important post if in the system of education system. Thomas Arnold started a private school named Rugby, and he became the headmaster of that school. What was his opinion towards the Indians? He suggested that Indians should be taught Roman and Greek classical literature, because to mold the behavior, human behavior, particularly the behavior of the young, which is savage. As you know, it is very difficult to rule young people because of their behavior. But the Roman and classical literature has enough literature to mold their behavior as per the norms of the society, or as a desired behavior. What education wanted to create a desired behavior. So Thomas Arnold suggested that Indians should be the syllabus should be included Greek and Roman. As you know, we study Greek literature. Even we are studying Greek literature. If you study education, you will pursue their degrees. You will see for the modification of the behavior, the behavioral science. Most of the behavioral science do come from the Roman and the Greek literature. We study these Greek philosophers, what their philosophy, the subject. There are many subjects like sociology, like psychology. These these sciences, these subjects are full of Greek literature, or we can say that philosophy and psychology, or the much work we study in India belong to these Greek and Roman philosophy. It was the Thomas Arnold who stated that to mold the behavior of the young people, we should include Greek and this behavior, Greek and Roman literature. Literature, I have told you, literature includes poetry, it includes short stories, it includes any written material. We too were having literature, enough literature, our Eastern literature or the Oriental literature, but that remained buried in books. That was not made to the public because of administrative or the political condition of the India. It had been ruled by different people at different times. The literature we were having, that was very rich treasure, that was lost or that remained buried in books. So the present system of education, now our government from time to time is taking many steps to make it relevant to the people, but still we study it in a foreign language, which is the biggest hurdle. आज भी हम अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम को दुरुस्त कर रहे हैं, सरकारें वक्त रहते बहुत सारे ऐसे इक़दाम कर रही है, लेकिन फिर भी जो मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन है वो एक फॉरेन लैंग्वेज है. इट इज़ नॉट आवर इनहेरिटेड लैंग्वेज, ये हमारी अपनी भाषा नहीं है, और इसके चलते हुए बहुत सारा टैलेंट ज़ाया हो रहा है. You know, English came here, they wanted to create people just to meet their administrative requirements. But after independence, same was to be followed. और आज भी जो लोग अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं, जो अच्छा अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं, they are to taken as intelligent people. लेकिन जो अपनी भाषाओं में बात करते हैं, अपनी ज़बान में बोलते हैं, उनको कम इंफीरियर माना जाता है. ये भी हमारे एक प्रॉब्लम है आज के एजुकेशन सिस्टम में. वी आर स्टडीइंग एजुकेशन सिस्टम. हम उस एजुकेशन सिस्टम की आपको मैं फाउंडेशन पढ़ा रहा हूँ जिसकी बुनियाद अंग्रेज़ों ने डाली है. एंड इट इज़ देयर कि द सिस्टम दे इंट्रोड्यूस्ड फॉर द इंडिया was just to meet their requirement. It was not for the Indians to make them civilized, because they considered us uncivilized people, and education was a mission to civilize them. For English, education was a mission to civilize Indians. And students, you can yourself understand, you can yourself guess what was the view of English people towards we people. Okay, I hope you have understood the whole lesson. आपको समझ आ गया होगा कि जो हमारी यहाँ पाठशालाएं थी, जो हमारे यहाँ मदरसास थे, उनको किस तरह ख़त्म किया गया, उनको किस तरह इरेडिकेट किया गया, उनको किस तरह सोसाइटी से बाहर निकाला गया. एक फॉरेन जो बाहर का एलियन सिस्टम यहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो हुकूमत थी वो अंग्रेज़ों की थी, और जो सिस्टम यहाँ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव था, या यहाँ पर जो भी कोई जुडिशियल सिस्टम था, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम था, या आर्मी पुलिस जो भी था, जो आप देखते हो, ये उन्हीं का दिया हुआ है. और इसमें अगर कोई खामी है, वो खामी आपने यहाँ पर पढ़ा. अब ये एनरोल्ड है, इसने कहा ग्रीक और रोमन लिटरेचर पढ़ा, और आज हम पढ़ रहे हैं. कोई ऐसा सेटअप नहीं आया कि हमारा जो अपना ट्रेजर है, जो हमारा अपना लिटरेचर है, उसको क्यों नहीं पढ़ा जाए. अभी हमारे शायद ऐसा दौर नहीं आया है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.